Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Vonika, for your introduction. So, good afternoon, everyone on the line. Before I start my presentation today, I have a question for everyone on the line. So, do you believe in ghosts and aliens? Yes, I mean the ghosts that you have watched in the movie Insidious, and the aliens like those in the ET movie, sitting in the UFO. So, do you know that in London, there's an insurance firm that sell alien abduction insurance that cover you in the event of any paranormal encounters and potentially an alien abduction? So, believe it or not, the firm has actually sold more than 30,000 policies throughout Europe. Very interesting fact to know, right? So, today, coming back to the topic today, um, let's talk about insurance. So, coming from an insurance background, I think insurance is a very unique industry as people often have that perception that insurance is so complicated that they wouldn't want to spend an extra minute to understand what insurance is. So, in fact, what I've just shared at the beginning of my presentation is to show that insurance products are designed to address consumer needs. So, for example, you believe in the existence of alien and you want to manage your risk against a potential abduction. So, the policy is specifically designed to cater your concern, right? So, another more realistic example would be, you see, 20 years ago, it might sound a little bit crazy if I ask you to buy an insurance for your mobile phone, for your Nokia 3310, right? But today, the demand for smartphone insurance is rising tremendously. Well, at least I bought it for my phone. So today, it is the era of smartphone insurance. What about the next 10 years? So for insurance company to serve the future consumer market, we think that there are three mega trends that the insurance careers should not miss. Number one, the adoption of electric cars and the autonomous vehicles. So today, EV market size is forecasted to grow at a CAGR of 29% over the next 10 years. So that means by 2030, more than 50% of the vehicle market will be made up by the electrical vehicles. On the other hand, autonomous vehicle will be another sub-segment that is emerging for insurers to focus on. It might not be the passenger cars or light vehicle that we see on the road, but I think autonomous vehicle insurance will serve primarily to the public transport and commercial vehicles. So we have seen driverless buses are already operating in countries like China, US, Germany, and even in Singapore. So number two is the aging population. If you don't know about this, our population around the world is aging at the fastest pace in the human history. It is indeed a looming crisis, but also a booming opportunity for the insurers. The demand for healthcare, wellness, long-term care enabling successful aging will rise in many countries, presenting huge opportunities from the silver economy. So number three will be the virtual economy. The hottest things right now, we talk about NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and the metaverse. So imagine when people start to trade NFTs, mean their digital assets in the digital wallets. Insurance industry, like insurance careers, should be able to address the risks associated with this new virtual economy. And you should really start thinking, how can the new insurance policy really protect the new asset class in the virtual world? So here are the three mega trends of many other mega trends that we think that will shape the insurance product development and design to meet the consumer needs in the coming decade. So next, the challenge is, how should insurance company actually deliver the product? So I know, I totally understand that no one really likes insurance, right? such a boring topic, such a boring product. You tend to pay a lump sum of premium or 20, 30 years of premium to buy an insurance for your car, your property, and then you wait for an unfortunate event to happen, right? And it might turn out that nothing will happen at the end of the day, unless it's life insurance, because everyone dies at the end of the day. Yeah. So you will have you might not even have a chance to enjoy the claim, right? So people are often reluctant to insurance, majority of the people. But and also I think personally, I think it's quite different from how you buy something online and you get to feel it, use it, or even if you make an investment, you tend to have that expectation to gain high returns in the future. And for insurance, you buy and you wait for something bad to happen, get the claim to compensate your losses. So it doesn't sound exciting at all, right? So however, insurance is something people really need. So coming back to the question, how should insurers deliver the product? To be precise, how do they deliver an insurance with more embedded value and in a seamless way to the consumers? So allow me to share the game plan for the future insurance leaders, which is an ecosystem strategy. So an ecosystem model is primarily formed by three important elements. Number one, the orchestrators, which is the initiator and the manager of this entire ecosystem. Number two, the enablers, the technologies and other B2B solutions to enable the ecosystem to actually work. And number three, the realizers, people that deliver content, services to the end users within the ecosystem. So to give you a better illustration, please allow me to use an example. One of the most valued conglomerates in the world, Ping An from China. So in this case, Ping An itself is an orchestrator. And the enablers are namely Ping An Technology, Ping An Good Doctor, where they provide healthcare software solutions, Ping An Good Car Owner, where they provide automotive solutions. Lastly, the realizers are formed by stakeholders like hospitals, pharmacies, health screening centers. Meanwhile, for the auto insurance, it will be petrol stations, auto repair shop, car dealers, and more. So now let's look at some exciting growth numbers. From 2010 to 2020, throughout the past 10 years, one of the most prominent insurance leader in APAC, which holds #1 position in 6 Asian countries, achieved 274% in their revenue growth. Well, that is quite impressive, right? So guess what's the revenue growth for Ping An? 800% growth in revenue, almost 3 times higher compared to this APAC insurance leader that crowned in 6 Asian countries. So the key message that I would like to emphasize in today's presentation is, instead of staying siloed as an insurance company, insurance leaders should start thinking how to become a wellness platform, an automotive platform, a property platform, or even a metaverse platform. So, okay, by now, you may want to know how to do this, right? Do I need to build everything like Ping An, an empire of my own, or to form a strategic partnership, build or partner, right? So here, I would like to share some data that can be used as a reference to this question, to build or partner. According to NTT InsurTech Global Outlook 2021 report, insurance groups from worldwide have invested more than 1.5 billion USD to startups. 72% of them goes to startups like AI, machine learning startups, fintech marketplace, health tech, and etc. And 28% of them goes to insurtech startups. So this shows that the global insurers are tying their investment into startup to equip themselves better for digitalization, for product innovation, and possibly they are on the path of curating an ecosystem model of their own. However, I think there are many caveats to decide what you should build and for which part you should adopt a partnership. So, adopting an ecosystem-based model by solely becoming an orchestrator is not always a blanket solution for every organization, but it's definitely a way forward for every insurers. While I believe that it should always be a hybrid mode, the critical point that I want to emphasize today is whatever you build or the partnership you form should help you to fill up the gaps of your customer journey, eliminating the negative factors in your ecosystem. So due to the time constraint, I don't have I cannot deliver every message today, but I welcome you to discuss further after this event. So before I wrap up my presentation, I would like to ask one last question. If you are an insurance leader or you are in one of the insurance value chain, what is your ecosystem strategy to win the insurance market tomorrow? And that's all for today. Thank you. And do stay tuned for our new podcast channel if you want to explore more about the digital ecosystem, which is Asia Tech Room. We will launch it in January 2020. Follow us on TwinBit. And yeah, stay tuned. Thank you.